Hi, family. Welcome. Today, let me share something very briefly with you. And this message, God dropped it in my spirit specifically, and you coming across it is for you. Please don't scroll and just take time to listen. It's going to change your life. And then God took me to the book of Luke Gospel, chapter 8, verses 40. And guess what is there? Okay, let's take this illustration first before we go into the passage. Have you been in a situation, okay, where you needed somebody's help and somebody recommended for you to go and see someone? And the reason why they recommend for you to go and see this person is because they know the person can help you out. And so you go and look for the person, and you got there, the person is not around. So what do you have to do? One, you wait for the person till the person comes. You put every other activity that you have on hold. If you even sometimes your food, like, you don't even want to step out of the atmosphere because you feel like, what if I go out and the person comes? What if I do this and the person comes? So you are always eager to meet the person. You are eager to see the person, because if not all your problem will be solved, part of it will be solved because of the word knowing. Take note of that. Okay, that's what we're going to use. Knowing, because of the word know. You know. And in your waiting for this person, you don't get upset. You're not angry, because you know your solution is coming. And even sometimes, even if you want to pee, you may not even want to go to the washroom. You're just there waiting for the person. This person should come. Sometimes it can take a whole day, sometimes a month, week, waiting on someone, because you know the person has the solution to your problem. So what do? You wait for the person. And finally, when you see the person, you leap out. You exclaim with joy that, hey, finally he has come, finally she has come, finally they've done it, finally they have signed it for me. You become so excited. That is all we are. So if you have ever been, I know definitely you may have been in a situation like that. So in your experiences, let's bring it straight into the Bible. Let's go. Luke chapter 8 verse 40. Listen to what God said here. Now when Jesus returned, the crowd welcomed him, for they were all waiting for him. That is the passage. The crowd waited for him, and they welcomed him whilst he came. Why were they waiting for him? So as I pondered over the passage, I was like, initially that was not what I was even looking for. I was going, because when you read down, it's the woman with the issue of blood, 12 years. There was a daughter who was also sick, and she was 12 years old. And this was the circumstances that caused them to wait for God. And so my main agenda was to go into that particular passage. But when I read this passage, the chapter, verse 40, and I went to 41, and the Spirit of God, go back to 40. I was like, okay, Lord, let's go back. So when I just got back, and I was like, okay, Father, why did they welcome you? And why were they waiting for you? And he said, one, waiting. First and foremost, let's look at what waiting is. Waiting comes from the Greek word ginosko. That is the Greek word of knowing. Knowing, meaning ginosko, from the Greek word, and it means having vivid understanding, vivid knowing. And so they waited for him because they know him. They know him. Why did they know him? He said three things. Number one, what they heard about him, what they saw him do, and what they experienced for themselves. So the Spirit of God went further to say that there is no way anyone can wait on God without knowing him. If you do not know God, you can't wait on God. Because waiting on God is the most difficult thing a Christian will have to experience. The reason is simple. God does things in his time and in his space, and not according to man's standard. He does things as to when he likes, and how he wants it to be done. Sometimes you may have it that it should be done now. God may say 2 years later, 3 years time. Your ability to wait for the 3 years of you thinking today, whilst he is taking 3 years, comes from your knowing, revelation, having revelation about who he is. And so these people waited on him because they heard about what he did in their communities. They saw the miracles he performed, and they experienced it for himself. So they know that no matter what, we are sitting here. Ahaya na yebetina. Yetwen. I am waiting on the Lord. Can you wait on God? What have you been praying about? Has God done it for you? Have you given up already on what you are waiting on God for? Because in your knowing, you get to understand that He will do it for you. Your waiting is enduring, and your enduring produces power. Your waiting produces grace that sustain you and help you until the arrival of what you are waiting for come. And so without knowing, we cannot wait on God. Many of us Christians are not able to wait on God. We say we know Jesus, I'm born again, I'm this and again, but we are not able to wait. The moment there is a little delay from God's side, I won't call it delay. The moment God decides to hold on to it till the opportune time, we quickly give up. We quickly declare that God doesn't know me. God doesn't care about me. God is a wicked God. God is never a wicked God. He is full of mercy, grace, and compassion. He urges us to even love our neighbors. So how can He be a wicked God? But you have to go direct to the Word. Have revelation about Him. Listen to the testimonies of all that He's doing in other people's lives. And know that for sure He will come to your turn. Know for sure that He will do it for you. So no matter what you are going through right now, no matter the persecution you are going through, no matter what people are making mockery of you, laughing at you, even questioning the existence of God in your life, that if you say you are a Christian, why then are you going through this and that? Hold on. Do not take a step because of that. Do not give up because of that. Do not go and visit a shrine because of that. Do not go for divination because of that. Do not go for a charm or a certain magic object and put it under your bed because of that. You must grow in your knowing. And in your knowing, you endure in long suffering. And in your knowing, you wait on God. These people waited on God, knowing that when He comes, things will be well. Don't ever take a step ahead of God. No matter what is going on, don't ever go ahead of God because you will regret it. Lead yourself to the Word. Expose yourself to the Word and have revelatory knowledge about who God is. And in the revelation of who God is, He gives you power and grace to endure and to wait for the opportune time. When God causes us to wait, it is for the best reason known for Him. And that is why He gives us that space to wait, to groom us, mature us. And so keep waiting on God and do not give up. Wait on God for that partner. You think maybe you are age, you want to get married and God is delaying you. Wait. You need a job. Wait. You need to travel. Wait. You need a change of an atmosphere, something. Don't take a step without God. You've got to know. Ginosko, having vivid understanding. And this understanding can only come from the Word. Feed on the Word. And as you know Him, He gives you the power to wait on Him. Many people have waited on God 20 years, 25 years for a child, for the fruit of the womb. And He finally did it. And when He did it, it was big. So wait on God. He will honor you in Jesus' name. May you receive the grace, the power, the ability, the revelation, knowing that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can think or imagine. May the peace of the Lord be with you, and may the grace of God sustain you in your waiting on God's best timing. Bye-bye.